Tout ce que nous avons traversé a laissé des séquelles immenses. Crise, peur, économie fragile, haine, fatigue, déséquilibre. Les jeunes naissent dans un monde déjà fissuré, où le risque fait peur et où le mensonge se vend comme vérité. Quand un quartier n'honore ni compassion, ni dignité, ni intégrité, l'âme glisse vite vers le toxique. Pourtant, savoir cela change tout. Comprendre la blessure n'est pas s'y soumettre. Il faut regarder le siècle en face, refuser sa corruption et bâtir malgré l'effondrement avec lucidité et courage intérieur.
This is it.
Hope and faith in my growth.
Born for greatness. Even in a century walked by fear, scarcity and spiritual corrosion. I still got work to do. I still got a self to conquer. I still got a ladder to climb with no hands in my pockets. Arnold said strength don't come from winning, that struggle carves the steel. That hardship without surrender is the proof. The will is real, I carry that. Because this era keeps training people to flinch at risk, to worship excuses, to call fear intelligence, but results or excuses never bow. I learned it the hard way. The block can teach poison quicker than purpose. When compassion gets mocked and integrity gets taxed, the kid raised in pressure can get recruited by ugliness, drugs, murder, domination, fake power, borrow respect. In the mind, it loops, the jaw comes back to old defeat. Like pain is a language it trusts more than possibility. That's my enemy, me too. I am my own worst enemy, and we all are cut from the same cloth. I know now, and that is what matters. This is it.
Hope and faith in my growth.
Born for greatness.
This is it.
No more kneeling to the old man to prison.
No more feeding fear.
Until it feels like fate. We stronger than the lies, stronger than the pressure, stronger than a century. Trying to rename surrender as wisdom. Look at the wreckage around us. Economic imbalance, distorted truth. Hatred dressed as policy. Whole people's undervalued. Whole souls trained to doubt themselves. That's how the social air gets toxic. That's how the mind gets cramped. That's how a person forgets they were born for more than survival. But I refuse the small vision. Bring me the big idea or move. Bring me the hard truth or move. Failure ain't the finish, it's the test that shows where the muscle lives. In the gym, in the street, in the heart, in the mind. Resistance builds character if it don't recruit your bitterness first. So I don't chase sameness. Worst thing I could be is just another echo.
Hope and faith in my growth.
Born for greatness.
Hope and faith in my growth.
Born for greatness, this is it.
Hope and faith in my growth.
Born for greatness, this is it.
Hope and faith in my growth.
When the load feels insurmountable, lift anyway. When the crowd says you can't breathe anyway. When the mind wants excuses, answer with labor, answer with vision, answer with another rep. I used to think the damage defined me. Now I know the damage only tested me. Fear is human, anxiety is human, hardship is human, but surrender is still a decision. The loop of negative thought wants worship. It wants me staring at the wound until I call the wound my home. Nah, I break that ritual. I build under pressure. I grow under doubt. This is it. So let the age stay unstable. Let the lies stay loud. Let the weak worship conformity and excuses. I got another code now.
Hope and faith in my growth.
Born for greatness.
Hope and faith in my growth.
This is it. Not because life got easier, but because I finally know that what resists me
Can also reveal me. Tout ce que nous avons traversé a laissé une chaîne négative durable. Déséquilibre, peur, manque de stabilité, fatigue collective. On dit que les jeunes héritent d'un monde à recommencer dans une économie fragile. La peur du risque, du neuf, de l'inconnu devient presque une religion. Et dans cette confusion, les mensonges gagnent du terrain. Les peuples sont sous-estimés. La vérité se déforme. Alors il faut voir clair, sinon la honte, la haine et le doute deviennent notre maison intérieure pour toujours, sans secours.
This is it. Right here on the sharp edge, where guilt trippers preach like prophets, where false wisdom wears a clean suit, where moralistic tyrants throw shame like bricks and expect your silence to call it guidance. Y'all feel me? The century been grinding people down so long that fear started sounding reasonable and confusion started sounding holy. Food for thought. I seen the mind get hooked on darkness, replaying old pain like it's building protection, but all it builds is another locked room. That's how guilt works, that's how shame works, that's how fake teachers keep power. They weaponize your self-doubt and call themselves righteous. They point at your scars, your questions, your anger, your fatigue, and act like your struggle is proof you deserve the sentence. Nah, this global climate already got folks bent. Economic decline, unstable systems demand collapse and fear rise, and people scared of the unheard, the new, the risky, so they cling to loud liars and polished manipulators. This is it. I'm done confusing moral bullying with truth. Y'all feel me? Food for thought.
This is it. Stand on the sharp edge. Don't fold in the storm.
Y'all feel me?
Every lie repeated still dies when the spirits stay warm.
Food for thought.
The mind keeps circling pain like that pain is home.
Break the loop.
Break the guilt. Break the throne.
Break the throne. We live in a world that praises lies and underrates whole people's whole histories, whole bloodlines. That distortion breeds hate, jealousy, anger, terror, violence. And when truth gets bent long enough, even decent people start doubting their own reflection. That's where the tyrants feast. They love a tired conscience, they love a frightened mind. They love when you think your pain is your identity, but I'm not handing them my name. I'm not taking sermons from the corrupt. I'm not letting inherited fear become my compass. This is it. Y'all feel me? Food for thought. Every false preacher gets weaker the moment you stop kneeling.
This is it. Stand on the sharp edge. Don't fold in the storm.
Y'all feel me?
Every lie repeated still dies when the spirits stay warm.
Food for thought.
The mind keeps circling pain like that pain is home.
Break the loop.
Break the guilt. Break the throne.
Praise the song. Say stop. Say no. Say I know what this is now. A negative chain reaction in the mind. A false cathedral built from fear and repetition. But repetition ain't revelation. Shame ain't wisdom. And tyranny ain't morality. Food for thought. So I walk the sharp edge awake. No borrowed guilt, no rented shame, no sermon from the wicked. This is it. Y'all feel me? Food for thought. In the century, drunk on distortion. Clarity is rebellion.
Le monde est fatigué par la guerre, la pandémie et l'austérité, la méfiance et le manque de soutien. Beaucoup se sentent anxieux, rejetés, épuisés. Certains cherchent une place, une famille, une musique, un visage où appartenir. Sans lien humain, la honte s'amplifie. Sans patience, l'exclusion devient une prison. Alors il faut créer des ponts, refuser les jeux toxiques et trouver une communauté capable de rendre à l'âme un sentiment d'abri, de valeur, de paix, malgré la dureté du siècle.
This is it. The hour where guilt trippers lose their grip. The hour where shame shifters stop renting space in my head. The hour where self-doubt gets named for what it is. A tired ghost trying to sound like law. seen people weaponize guilt like a chain and velvet. Make you apologize for surviving, for speaking, for setting limits. Public pressure, war type money, plague scars, dead trust. All that already wear the body down enough. Then here come the wicked with blaming the borrowed suit. I hate wicked and evil fucking people. Yeah, I said it. The ones who throw they filth on your conscience and call your confusion maturity. Negative thinking loops if you let it. Keeps revisiting the wound like obsession is wisdom. But I ain't here to worship pain. This is it.
This is it. Peace and love to the people with a sense of justice, compassion and kindness.
This is it.
Peace and love to the people with a sense of justice, compassion and kindness.
This is it. This is it. No more bowing to shame disguised as guidance. No more shrinking for people allergic to truth. Recruit justice, recruit clarity, recruit proof. Everybody wants belonging, family strangers, somewhere to land. But when there's no attachment, no real welcome, the soul starts shaking. That's when guilt trippers hunt, that's when self-doubt gets loud. That's when you confuse loneliness with guilt and rejection with worthlessness. Nah, some people got a rough spirit by nature and sharpen hard times on purpose. I hate wicked and evil fucking people. Still, I won't become them. I'll build new bonds, patient and deliberate. Find my people, protect my peace, and stop calling their poison my identity.
Peace and love to the people with a sense of justice, compassion and kindness.
This is it.
Peace and love to the people with a sense of justice, compassion and kindness.
This is it. This is it. No more dragging no shame like sacred luggage. No more feet in the loop that keeps the spirit stuck. Say stop, say no, say I see the trick now. The mind keeps circling pain to feel in control. But control without peace is just another prison. This is it. So I leave guilt where it was thrown. I leave shame where it was manufactured. I bury self-doubt without ceremony.
Peace and love to the people with a sense of justice, compassion and kindness.
This is it.
Le monde vacille sous la guerre, la pandémie, l'austérité. Et les corps suivent la fatigue des esprits. Le manque de confiance, de responsabilité, de soutien et d'optimisme laisse des foules anxieuses, tristes, épuisées. Certains portent même une rudesse native qui durcit encore l'époque. Pourtant, sans solidarité, sans main tendue, le stress dévore tout, la volonté, la santé, la paix. Alors, avant la chute complète, il faut nommer la pression, comprendre la blessure et choisir malgré tout de tenir debout encore.
I wake up tired like the sun knows me mercy and never pays. Bills, stress, bad news, social tension, war on the screen. Pandemic ghosts still breathing through the habits of the weak in the mind. It keeps circling pain like pain is a hometown. That's the trap. Thinking the wound to death, feeding the dread, mistaking repetition for protection. All odds against me, still I got blueprints in my chest. Public trust is thin, optimism broke, accountability rare. People drag fatigue through every room like invisible furniture. Some got a cruel streak by nature, make hard times harder, drain the little light left in the day. But I can't afford devotion to despair. Negative thinking is a parasite too. It comes back pretending it wants answers, but really it wants a throne. So I build while exhausted, I build while doubtful, I build because collapse is always recruited. Ecliptic pressure over my roof, under my skin. laying brick in the shadow of death. No soft miracle, no easy savior. Just work, just nerve, just altered behavior. Society been hit by unrest, tightening, plague, and fear. That much is obvious in the eyes, the posture, the silence. Folks feel anxious, low, chronically drained, and too many normalize it like ruin is adulthood. Nah, we need stronger circles, better support, real cohesion. Not gossip, not doom dressed as wisdom, because the body keeps score of every hopeless ritual, and the mind keeps replaying what it thinks it can solve by obsession. But thriving ain't pretending life is sweet, it's choosing structure in a hostile climate. Pressure over my roof, under my skin, dark on the horizon, but I still begin. Tired in the bones, heavy in the breath, still laying brick in the shadow of death. No soft miracle, no easy savior. Just work, just nerve, just altered behavior. I don't need a perfect season, I need enough clarity to stop worshiping the storm, enough discipline to interrupt the mental loop, enough faith and labor to keep moving when the reward is late. That's how I survived the century. That's how I outbuild the pressure. So let the sky lean heavy, let the era stay sick. I'm still here, sleep-starved, scarred, and unfinished. But unfinished is not defeated. This is ecliptic pressure, the sound of a man too tired to dream softly, and still too alive to quit.
Manger sainement devient parfois plus qu'un choix, presque une guerre. Une manière de tenir debout quand tout le reste se perd. Dans un monde de pression, de manque, de rupture et de bruit, contrôler son assiette ressemble à une prière contre la nuit. Yeah. I've seen people lose grip, so they cling to the plate, counting clean meals like a shield against fate. Healthy options, hard focus, trying not to break when the mind keeps looping pain and the body stay awake. Yeah, there's gains in the discipline, clear skin, clear thought, more control. But obsession got a price when perfection swallows the soul. You think you're fighting chaos, but sometimes it's fear in disguise, trying to out-eat the pressure while the old hurt never dies. Yeah. Medical costs, every choice got a fee. Eat for the body, but don't stop what you need to be. Clean food, sharp mind, trying to rise from the frost. But control can turn cruel when the balance gets lost. Medical costs, in the mirror, in the chest. Some call it out, some call it war with unrest. Medical costs, in the mirror, in the chest. Some call it out, some call it war with unrest. Les relations se brisent aussi sous le poids des attentes, du pouvoir de l'orgueil, des normes devenues écrasantes. Quand les rôles changent, certains hommes se sentent effacés, comme si ce qu'ils étaient n'avait plus de place pour exister. Alors beaucoup cherchent refuge dans le contrôle, dans le corps, dans la règle, dans une pureté alimentaire qui calme un vide plus vaste et plus réel. Mais la santé sans paix intérieure devient une autre prison, une discipline brillante cachant une ancienne désillusion. Medical costs, every choice got a fee. Eat for the body, but don't start what you need to be. Clean food, sharp mind, trying to rise from the frost. But control can turn cruel when the balance gets lost. Medical costs, in the mirror, in the chest. Some call it out, some call it war with unrest. Medical costs, in the mirror, in the chest. Some call it out, some call it war. So here's the truth, eating clean can build you up. Give structure to a life that used to spill from the cup. But if every meal become a courtroom, every bite become a test, you ain't healing, you just dress the pain up better than the rest. Real strength is fueled with wisdom, not fear with the label. Feeding the body without putting the soul back on the table. Alors oui, y a des gains dans la rigueur, la conscience, la volonté. Mais quand la nourriture devient une réponse à toute l'obscurité, le corps peut sembler sauvé pendant que l'âme paye le prix caché. Oh, mais les coups costent entre santé et obsession. Chacun doit apprendre à discerner ce qui nourrit vraiment et ce qui ne fait que masquer la blessure. La défaite n'est pas une option, même quand l'esprit vacille. Le monde remplit les âmes de doute, de faux récits, de forces hostiles. Quand on ne sait plus qui l'on est, ni d'où l'on vient, tout se fissure. Aliénation, confusion, honte, identité blessée sous la morsure. I seen what happens when a man don't know his roots or his name. Self-doubt turned vicious. Self-denial set the mind on flame. Yeah, their negative thoughts loop like addiction, dressed up as insight. But all they really do is keep a wounded soul up at night and parasites. Love that bad influences, foul music, fake guys. They drain the kind-hearted, the awkward, the joyful, the bright. They target empathy, respect, greatness, and a hopeful grin. Suck the life out your spirit, then call that fitting in. So not defeating an option when the whole room's built to consume. I'd rather fight for clarity than let rock become my room. Wisdom lost, the fight ain't done. Dark thoughts circle hard, still we don't run. Défaite n'est pas un choix, même sous la pression. We carry scars, not surrender. Through confusion, when the mind gets trapped in its own old pain. Oh, we break that chain or get buried by the rain. Les plus blessés jugent souvent selon des idées fausses et préconçues. Ils cherchent validation, compèrent envie, puis appellent sur la vertu. Les immigrés, les réfugiés, les marginalisés prennent parfois les miettes sans voir les cycles d'exploitation, les systèmes, les promesses incomplètes. L'ancienne génération condamne la jeunesse avec jalousie déguisée, sans reconnaître ses propres limites, ses peurs, ses vérités épuisées. Mais je refuse de croire que la grandeur appartient aux plus toxiques. La sagesse survit chez ceux qui voient clair même dans le cynique. Wisdom lost, but the fight ain't done. Dark thoughts circle hard, still we don't run. Défaite n'est pas un choix, même sous la pression. We carry scars, not surrender. Through confusion, when the mind gets trapped in its own old pain. We break that chain or get buried by the rain. Yeah. See, the mind will keep replaying hurt like it owes the past devotion. Trying to solve all pain with more pain, more thought, more commotion. But wisdom starts when you notice the trap and stop feeding the loop. You don't heal by letting every dark influence recruit you. So I stay alert, not paranoid, aware, not broken, correcting, defeating an option when truth still got breath in your chest. Alors j'avance avec ce savoir blessé, mais vivant dans un monde plein d'envie, de jugement, de parasites séduisants. Je garde une chose intacte, la volonté de ne pas céder. Wisdom lost n'est pas la fin. C'est le nom d'un combat pour ne pas se laisser effacer.
Être dans le mauvais environnement détruit l'esprit avant même le corps. Le poison devient normal, le bruit devient décor. Dans une culture de consommation, beaucoup vendent leur âme pour paraître plus grands. Pendant que l'injustice, l'arrogance et la corruption blessent les vivants. Mais je sais ceci,
Ne pas céder à l'instant, ne pas être perdant. Yeah. Wrong environment, wrong air, wrong code in the room. Mind start shrinking slow, body start carrying doom. Negative thinking loops, like addiction in the skull. Make a toxic place feel normal when your spirit running dull. Exploitation everywhere in this consumer parade. People chase gaining gold while somebody else gets played. Bribery, theft, extortion, arrogance, stress, cleaning. And the soul pays interest for every filthy scene. That's why discipline matters when the whole world tempts decay. Cause the wrong environment can train your heart to rot away. Rules and consequences, that's the law of the ground. Wrong place, wrong values, and your peace gets drowned. Mind gets sick first, then the flesh fall behind. Toxic air in the soul, toxic waste in the mind. Rules and consequences, every circle leaves a stain. Some build greatness through restraint, some get chained by the game. Dans un monde idéal, le bien commun devrait passer avant l'orgueil. La communauté, la nature, la coopération devraient compter plus que l'œil. Qui compare les biens, les corps, les signes extérieurs de pouvoir. Mais trop de gens humiliés par le vide veulent dominer pour se voir. Pourtant, nous portons une richesse intérieure plus grande que leur vitrine. Ne pas céder à la gratification immédiate ne fait pas de nous des héroïnes. À ceux qui se sentent inférieurs sous les paroles haineuses et toxiques, je souhaite la joie, la prospérité, la force authentique. Rules and consequences, that's the law of the ground. Wrong place, wrong values, and your peace gets drowned. Mind gets sick first, then the flesh fall behind. Toxic air in the soul, toxic weight in the mind. Rules and consequences, every circle leaves a stain. Some build greatness through restraint, some get chained by the game. So I learned this hard, every environment got a doctrine. Some teach patience, some teach envy, some teach self-destruction. And if your mind keeps feeding no poison, your body gon' echo the score. That's why you guard your circle, your habit, your hunger, your core. Because greatness don't grow where exploitation gets praised as normal behavior. You either leave the rot behind or become what needed a savior. Alors voici la vérité nue, le lieu où tu vis finit par entrer en toi. Ces règles deviennent tes réflexes, ses conséquences marchent avec toi. Mais celui qui garde sa discipline, sa dignité, sa vision et sa foi peut encore vaincre la comparaison, le mépris, les voix sans droit. Rules and consequences, ce n'est pas seulement une chanson, c'est une loi. Le mauvais environnement consume, mais l'esprit lucide choisit sa voie. Yeah. Two sides to the yeah. Two sides to the coin. Yeah. Two sides to the coin, and both sides cut. One side say rise, one side say you're stuck in the mud. Negative thinking got a voice like a drug in the blood. Make pain feel whole and make defeat feel love. I know the way, duties, pressure, bills and strain. Every day got tasks that demand discipline through pain. I ain't perfect, nah, I'm just conscious of the fight. When expectation press hard, even daylight lose light.
Life ain't soft, it's demands on demands. Responsibility piling high in exhausted hands. There's a positive side and a negative one too, and both stay real when the pressure come through. I'm not flawless, I just know what's true. Some days optimism dies before the day is through.
Life mine is optimism, still breathing through the strain. One side heals the wound, one side worships pain.
Two sides of the coin,
Both dark,
both wise.
one teaches endurance.
One romanticize the lie.
Yeah,
Life mine is optimism.
pressure in the chest.
Pressure in the chest. Trying to stay focused when despair won't rest.
Yeah, Yeah, there's chores, there's stress, there's the world in your face. Situations and expectations turning peace to a race. The positive side says push,
Keep form, keep grace.
the negative side says break, disappear without trace. And that's the trap when hard thoughts start to bloom. They dress like truth, but really just perfume the room. So I move at will, even when my spirit feel thin. Cause not every dark voice deserves to get in.
Life minus optimism, still breathing through the strain. One side heals the wound, one side worships pain. Two sides of the coin,
Both dark,
both wise.
one teaches endurance.
One romanticize the lies. Life minus optimism,
Pressure in the chest.
pressure in the chest. Trying to stay focused when despair won't rest.
So I learned it slow. Every thought ain't fact. Every burden on your back ain't a reason to crack. Life got two sides, yeah, but choice still reacts. You can feed the worst voice or build strength through the gaps. That's the war. Not being blind to the dark, but not letting the dark write the shape of your heart.
So this is life minus optimism,
Raw, heavy, and true.
a coin full of pressure with no easy view.
One side says survive,
One side says quit, and both live inside when the days don't fit. But I'm still here, aware, under stress, not done. Holding both sides of life, and still facing the sun.
They told us we were built to rise, to heal, to carry, to mend what breaks. But this world trains hands to climb and trains hearts to split for power's sake. So I learned young, grace can bleed, and hunger can hide behind polished eyes. Mothers, widows, queens, and daughters fighting tooth and claw when legacy status or survival hit the altar. That's the poison in the lesson. We can nurture with one hand and destroy with the other. Not because women are simple, because power makes predators out of wounded lovers. And worldly values teach competition before communion, appearance before conscience, victory before union. So a sister learns to smile through the fracture, rise through the ashes, but suspect every structure. Built to rise. Où l'on gagne en blessant, en excluant, en mentant. S'il faut monter sans âme, alors ce sommet n'est rien. S'il faut briser des vies pour garder son destin, je préfère la vérité nue à leur victoire fragile. Car toute couronne volée finit par devenir a skill. So here we are, ready for light, recruited by shadow, told to become, but taught it clean, not over broken backs, not through poison love, not with the throne built from fear, because some heights ain't worth the soul.
Better to dwell in the wilderness than with rage in the house. That old verse still cuts, still shows what conflict's about. Man builds, man breaks, man drowns in the noise of the crowd, trying to keep dignity alive while the wicked chill out. We climb, we crash, we choose, then wear the cost. In a heartless world where peace feels purchased by loss.
Nous montons, puis tombons, nous brûlons des ponts ou les traversons. Nous cédons aux vices ou tentons encore de garder un nom. La vie promet richesse, santé, calme et ascension, mais laisse souvent dette, douleur, fatigue et confusion.
Un enfant peut devenir lumière ou diversion, un refuge pour adultes perdus dans leur propre prison. Alors je cherche la vérité derrière l'illusion, pour comprendre les deux faces d'un monde sans compassion.
Masculinity judged under fire, under pressure. Every choice leaves a scar, every loss weighs heavier.
Dans ce monde sans cœur, la paix coûte une part de soi.
Still we search for the truth, still we ask the question why.
No second chances, only corrections in the storm.
Trying not to lose the soul while surviving the norm.
Yeah, what went wrong? What kind of ignorant game is this? Blind trust, worldly values, and a mind near the abyss. Like the sum of choices, not a fantasy or wish. 9-0 sum, possible but greed keeps serving poison dishes. Some men turn criminals, some get swallowed by addiction. Some chase health and purpose, some collapse from contradiction. In Proverbs warm plain, better desert than toxic collision, cause constant strife in the home can murder thought and vision. So I decode pain, trying to find my lane with precision in a world that judges manhood before it studies condition.
Masculinity judged under fire, under pressure. Every choice leaves a scar, every loss weighs heavier.
Dans ce monde sans cœur, la paix coûte une part de soi.
Still we search for the truth, still we ask the question why.
No second chances,
only corrections in the storm. Trying not to lose the soul while surviving the norm.
Yeah.
Je n'idéalise plus le bruit, ni les foules, ni leurs lois. Je sais que beaucoup vivent à l'ombre de leur propre choix. S'il faut partir loin pour garder la raison, je partirai. S'il faut perdre du monde pour sauver mon esprit, je le ferai.
Car la paix n'est pas faiblesse, ni fuite, ni oubli. C'est parfois la seule façon de ne pas mourir à petit bruit.
So maybe the path got shaped before I had words to resist, but I still got corrections to make. Still got truth in my fist. A good life ain't the noise, the flex, the crowd, or the image. It's clarity under pressure, it's sprayed in the scrimmage.
Masculinity judged.
That's the sentence in the text. Can a man keep a soul when the world demands too much?
Ses lèvres promettent le miel, la paix, l'oubli du poids. Une douceur si parfaite qu'elle ressemble à une loi. Mais sous l'huile des mots glisse une lame invisible, et ce qui semblait sauvé devient lentement nuisible dans un siècle de bruit, de manque, de vide et de besoin. Beaucoup prennent la tentation pour une lumière sur le chemin.
Yeah. Proverbs said it plain. Her lips drip honey, her mouth smoother than oil, but the end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. That ain't just about romance, that's about seduction itself. Every false comfort that tastes sweet before it hollows you out. Validation, gossip, addiction, distraction, exploitation, all the shiny poison people run to when they got no clarity, no structure, no self-awareness, and the roots run deep. Bad homes, impaired thinking, self-denial, outdated beliefs, broken guidance. So adolescents grow up reaching for what glitters, not what builds. That's how sweetness becomes sabotage.
Honey on the tongue, but the soul pays the cost. Smooth like oil, then everything lost.
Le miel devient amer, la douceur devient lait.
We chased false love and got cut by the game.
Love lost, truth crossed, hearts exhausted and tossed.
What looked like relief left the spirit frostbit and lost.
Yeah, the source of our struggles is tangled. Power imbalance is global pressure, self-limitations, failing health, that's the battlefield. And on that field, if you don't forge your path through morality, authenticity, common sense and purpose, something sweet will enslave you. People call chaos conflict, call poison pleasure, codependence connection, but a lot of what destroys us comes dressed polite. And if political correctness means pleasing the wicked and disgraceful, while the young rot in confusion, I'm an outlaw because intermittent reinforcement, short attention, analysis paralysis, information overload. These are modern serpents too. The family hides what it won't confront. The child inherits what the parent refused to name, and the blade keeps cutting.
Honey on the tongue, but the soul pays the cost. Smooth like oil, then everything's lost.
Le miel devient amer, la douceur devient lame.
We chased false love and got cut by the game.
Love lost, truth crossed, hearts exhausted and tossed.
What looked like relief left the spirit frostbit and lost. Il faut regarder en face ce que l'on maquille en besoin. Il faut nommer la dépendance, le manque, le faux soin. Tout ce qui brille n'ouvre pas en avenir. Parfois la bouche la plus douce enseigne la pire manière de mourir. Sans lucidité, on embrasse ce qui dévore. Sans vérité, on retourne encore et encore vers ce qui nous mord.
So that verse still lives. Not as old poetry, but as warning. Because the sweetest lie still leaves a bitter end. And the sharper the disguise, the deeper the wound. Love lost ain't always another person. Sometimes it's your mind, your discipline, your purpose, your moral center. So read the honey carefully, study the oil. Because in a broken age, what flatters you fastest may be the very thing sent to finish you.
La douleur sans but détruit en silence. La violence sans direction tourne contre soi-même. Dans un monde confus, beaucoup tombent dans la fuite. Les substances, les pensées noires, les habitudes qui vident l'esprit. Et pourtant, même au bord du néant, une question demeure. Veux-tu mourir lentement dans l'ombre ou affronter ce qui t'enterre?
Nos blessures ne viennent pas d'une seule source. Elles poussent entre le pouvoir des autres, l'état du monde, nos limites, notre santé. Et dans ce terrain brisé, beaucoup cherchent validation. Bruit, dépendance, distraction. Au lieu d'outils qui guérissent, c'est clair. Reconstruisent l'action. L'adolescent perdu ne tombe pas seul. Souvent la maison pense de travers, ni ses failles, transmet ses vieux aveuglements. On confond chaos et conflit, survie et destruction. On cache nos angles morts jusqu'à devenir prisonniers de nos propres illusions.
Oh, light is win, but the soul feels chained. Thoughts go dark and the blood runs stained. We numb the hurt and call that healing. Lose our direction, lose our feeling.
Léger comme le vent, mais lourd dans la poitrine.
Caught in the spiral of a slow decline.
Pain with no purpose.
Nights gone thin.
Trying to fly while buried within. Let me say it straight, self-inflicted drug abuse ain't freedom, it's surrender just as relief. Negative thoughts and prophecy, their repetition, trained by defeat. And when the whole environment is warped, power imbalances, bad health, weak models, global pressure, a young mind starts mistaking escape for strategy, numbness for closure. That's how dependency grows, short attention, information overload, analysis, paralysis, intermittent reward loops. Everybody gossiping for validation while the real war is in a decay. And if being politically correct means praising the wicked while the broken rot in silence, then I'm an outlaw, because morality without honesty is decoration. Common sense without purpose is drift. Authenticity Without discipline, collapses under stress.
Light as wind, but the soul feels chained. Thoughts go dark and the blood runs stained. We numb the hurt, then call that healing. Lose our direction, lose all feeling.
Léger comme le vent, mais lourd dans la poitrine.
Caught in the spiral of a slow decline.
Pain with no purpose.
Nights gone thin.
Trying to fly while buried within. You wanna know the real fight? It's confronting the parts of yourself you keep hiding. Not every failure is fate. Not every collapse is final. Some of what you call destiny is just unprocessed pain, poor conditioning, weak interpretation, and no structure. So choose, keep feeding the poison, a forged direction through morality, authenticity, common sense, and defined purpose. That is the line between slow death and a hard rebirth.
Alors je refuse la défaite maquillée en habitude. Je refuse les drogues, les pensées sombres, les cycles sans altitude. Le vent est léger, oui, mais l'âme n'est pas faite pour fuir sans fin.
Light as wind n'est pas une chute. C'est un avertissement contre le vide qui revient. Même dans un siècle brillant, confus, dépendant, brisé.
Il faut choisir la clarté
ou se perdre soi-même à jamais.
Je suis né dans un monde qui éduque à survivre, mais qui dresse aussi les âmes à se blesser pour exister. Entre les forces extérieures, les blessures intérieures, la fatigue du corps et du cœur, nous avançons dans un brouillard où la vérité coûte cher. Alors il faut choisir la conformité qui flatte les indignes ou la route solitaire d'une conscience qui refuse de devenir complice.
We were programmed for survival, conditioned for conflict. That is the architecture, power imbalances above us, global conditions around us, self-limitations within us, and health issues beneath everything, quietly shaping the ground we stand on. That is why life gets twisted before action even begins. People talk like choices happen in clean air, but most decisions are made in smoke. Economic pressure, social pressure, internal pressure, spiritual pressure. So if you want a real path, you better forge it between morality, authenticity, common sense, and purpose. Because the world will train you to react, but very few things train you to remain real.
Smoke of lights in our lungs, in our sight. We survive in the dark, but still reach for the right.
Nous marchons dans la cendre sans vendre notre voix.
Through the filth, through the pressure, still guarding what is ours. Smoke of lights
All around our design,
but a soul with a code can still draw a line.
no clean road,
No easy prize.
just truth in the chest.
Through the smoke of lies.
Let me make it plain. If political correctness means pleasing the wicked and protecting the disgraceful, then I am an outlaw, not reckless, not cruel, unbarred, a nonconformist in a culture that rewards polished surrender. Because too many people confuse morality with obedience. Too many people confuse authenticity with performance. Too many people confuse peace with silence in the face of corruption. No, sometimes survival taught you fear. Sometimes conflict taught you aggression. Sometimes poor health, bad environments, and imperfections taught you delay, confusion, doubt. But purpose starts when you stop worshiping your conditioning. When you stop letting external change and internal weakness write your final script. That is the fight, to stay human without becoming programmable.
Smoke of lies in our lungs, in our sight. We survive in the dark, but still reach for the right.
Nous marchons dans la cendre sans vendre notre voix.
Through the filth, through the pressure, still guarding what is ours. Smoke of lies,
All around our design,
but a soul with a code can still draw a line.
no clean road,
No easy prize.
just truth in the chest.
Whoa, through the smoke of lies. Je ne veux pas d'une paix qui exige d'honorer le mal. Je ne veux pas d'une morale qui se couche devant l'infâme. S'il faut être seul pour rester sincère, alors je marcherai seul. S'il faut désobéir aux faux vertueux pour rester entière, je le ferai.
Car l'authenticité sans courage n'est qu'un mot vide, et le bon sens sans action devient une prison d'hostile.
Alors oui, nous portons tous des fractures venues du monde et de nous-mêmes. Oui, les conditions sont complexes, mêlées, parfois cruelles, parfois extrêmes. Mais au milieu de cette fumée, il reste un choix qui ne ment pas. Vivre à genoux devant le faux, ou rester debout dans l'effroi.
C'est le nom de l'espoir, du brouillard, du pré. Mais tant qu'il reste une conscience, une limite, une voix qui dit non, la vérité n'est pas morte.
Je l'ai vu grandir dans le bruit, les jugements, les maisons cassées, dans des climats de guerre intime où l'amour venait mal habillé. On lui demandait d'être fort mais sans blessure, sans colère, sans voix, comme si devenir un homme devait se faire sans poids. Entre les discours qui condamnent, les foyers qui déforment le cœur, il cherche encore une colonne morale au milieu de la peur.
Yeah. Yeah, building moral character as a man in this era is a brutal construction project. You are trying to build pillars in a storm of contradiction. A dysfunctional family teaches confusion before discipline. A toxic environment rewards impulse before integrity. Negativity becomes background music, prejudgment becomes atmosphere. And too often manhood gets discussed like guilty for evidence. Like masculinity itself is a crime waiting to happen. So a lot of men grow up with no map, just pressure, suspicion, silence, and emotional landmine. Some are raised by chaos,
some are raised by absence, some are raised by bitterness, dressed up as instruction.
and still they are expected to become honorable without mentorship, self-control without healing, useful without guidance, and gentle without ever being shown safety. That is the conflict, trying to become principled in a world that keeps confusing manhood with danger or utility.
Male conflict, heart forged under pressure, through the shame, through the noise, still searching for measure.
Même dans la haine, même dans les regards qui condamnent.
He tries to build a soul that doesn't mirror the damage. Male conflict, no easy road to honor. Just wounds, just will, just a man growing stronger. No perfect home, no pure script, just character built where the ground keeps shifting.
Let me say something clear, a man surrounded by misandry, ideological hostility, toxic examples, and constant suspicion. Can become one or two things, bitter, reckless, and hollow, or disciplined, observant, and morally deliberate. The second path is harder, because resentment is easy, collapse is easy. Becoming destructive in response to destruction is easy, but character is restraint with the backbone. It is learning not to worship anger even when anger feels earned. It is refusing to let broken households, social poison, and cynical narratives turn you into the very thing that wounded you. And yes, some social climate distort dialogue between men and women, turning pain into camps and complexity into slogans. But a real man cannot afford to be built by slogans. He has to be built by discernment, by accountability, by standards that do not collapse every time the crowd gets loud. Because if your ethics only exist in comfort, they are not ethics, they are decoration.
Male conflict, heart forged under pressure, through the shame, through the noise, still searching for measure.
Même dans la haine, même dans les regards qui condamnent.
He tries to build a soul that doesn't mirror the damage. Male conflict, no easy road to honor. Just wounds, just will, just a man growing stronger. No perfect home, no pure script, just character built where the ground keeps shifting. Je ne veux pas d'un homme brisé par la peur ou la rancœur. Je ne veux pas d'un homme vidé par la honte ou l'erreur des autres. Je veux un être lucide, capable de force sans cruauté, capable de tenir debout sans devenir fermé. Construire un cœur moral dans un monde qui pousse au pire, c'est peut-être l'acte le plus rare et le plus difficile à accomplir.
Alors qu'il avance malgré les ruines, malgré les voix qu'il accuse avant de le connaître. Malgré les maisons sans paix, les liens déformés, les climats où l'âme hésite à naître, qu'il n'oublie pas ceci. La véritable force n'est pas dans le vacarme, ni dans la domination, ni dans la fuite. Elle est dans le caractère gardé vivant au milieu du poison. Elle est dans la capacité à rester juste en devenir froid.
Mal conflit,
Ce n'est pas seulement survivre comme homme,
c'est apprendre à rester digne.
dans un monde qui rend la dignité difficile. Je connais le poids des regards, des normes, des attentes impossibles. Les voix qui disent va plus vite, même quand l'âme devient fragile. Le monde exige des trophées d'un cœur déjà en feu, comme s'il fallait sourire parfaitement pour mériter d'être heureux. Mais rester debout dans la pression, sans vendre sa lumière au noir, c'est déjà porter en silence un cœur de médaille, un Medalist Heart.
Yeah. Society, hey. Society will pressure you to perform to exhaustion, to look unshaken while your insides are collapsing from tension. Peer pressure will call compromise belonging. Stress will call burnout discipline. Anxiety will turn every tomorrow into a courtroom, and unrealistic expectations will keep moving the finish line until your self-worth starts depending on applause you never truly needed. That is how people get hollowed out, not only by failure, but by chasing approval and system designed to keep them insecure. And still in the middle of that psychological warfare, there is a decision to make, whether you will let pressure rewrite your identity, or whether you will build a stable mind in an unstable world. Positivity is not pretending the pain is absent, it is refusing to let the pain become your ruler.
Medalist heart, still beating through the strain, through the heavy air, through the fear, through the pain. Même sous la pression, nous gardons la clarté. We bend, we age, but we do not break completely. Medalist heart,
No podium in sight,
still choosing grace in the middle of the fight.
no perfect world,
No easy start,
just courage under pressure.
a medalist heart.
Yeah, let me say something real. A lot of people are not living from purpose. They are reacting to comparison, reacting to timelines, reacting to pressure from friends, trends, family, culture, and digital noise. So they become actors in their own life, wearing ambition like a costume while panic eats through the seams. They call themselves behind, they call themselves weak, they call themselves failures because they could not keep pace with expectations that were never humane to begin with. But there is strength in resisting false urgency. There is wisdom in not letting other people's panic become your compass. You do not need to become numb to survive. You need perspective, you need boundaries, you need a way to breathe inside the chaos without becoming part of it. And sometimes staying positive is a brutal form of rebellion, because despair is contagious, but so is disciplined hope.
Medalist heart, still beating through the strain, through the heavy air, through the fear, through the pain. Même sous la pression, nous gardons la clarté. We bend, we age, but we do not break completely. Medalist heart,
No podium in sight,
still choosing grace in the middle of the fight.
no perfect world,
No easy start,
just courage under pressure.
a medalist heart. Je n'ai plus besoin d'être parfaite pour avancer. Je n'ai plus besoin d'être admirée pour exister. Si le monde veut m'évaluer sans voir mes blessures, tant pis. Je choisis une paix lucide au lieu de leur folie. Rester positive n'est pas naïf quand la vie devient dure. C'est protéger son âme contre une époque impure.
Alors je marche encore, même avec l'anxiété sur les épaules, même avec le stress, les comparaisons, les exigences qui frôlent, la déshumanisation de tout ce qui tremble et respire. Je garde en moi une lumière que la pression ne peut pas réduire. Et si le monde ne m'offre ni repos, ni justice, ni artifice réparateur, je garderai quand même cette force intérieure, ce battement têtu, ce courage discret.
Ce Medalist Heart.
Ils regardent la surface, puis condamnent l'existence. Un pays, une couleur, un genre, une taille, une différence. Et soudain l'âme perd sa substance. Ils réduisent l'humain à des signes, à des cases, à des apparences faciles. Comme si juger vite rendait la peur plus propre, plus stable, plus docile. Et sous chaque étiquette qu'ils imposent comme une loi, il y a un cœur, une mémoire, une blessure, une voix.
This world has mastered a cheap kind of vision. A vision that looks at nationality and calls it character. Looks at ethnicity and calls it destiny. Looks at gender and calls it limitation. Looks at sexual orientation and calls it permission to degrade. Looks at age and calls it irrelevance. Looks at hiding, calls it weakness or threat. That is how dehumanization works. Not always with chains, guns, and open violence, but with assumptions repeated so often they start sounding normal. That is the sickness. A person gets reduced before they even speak, judged before they act, dismissed before they dream. And the cruelest part is how ordinary people participate in it. Because prejudice makes cowardice feel like intelligence. It makes ignorance feel like order. It makes cruelty feel justified. But every false label hammered onto a human soul is another crack in the iron mask society wears and calls morality.
Iron cracks when the truth hits hard, when the judge stands tall through every scar. Nationality, gender, age, desire, none of them erase the human fight.
Nous ne sommes pas les mensonges qu'ils projettent sur nos vies. We are more than their hatred, more than what they're blind to see.
These iron cracks and the old lies fall apart, but the damage runs deep when prejudice hardens the heart.
Let me say it plain. Prejudice is lazy violence. It spares the mind from understanding and rewards the ego for staying small. It lets people hide their fear behind tradition, custom, opinion, religion, politics, or pride. And dehumanization is what comes next when somebody stops being a full person in your eyes and becomes a stereotype, a punchline, a threat, a burden, a target. That is how injustice survives across generations, not just through systems, but through casual contempt and conversations. Families, schools, workplaces, streets, and screens. A boy gets mocked for being short, a woman gets reduced to gendered expectations, an elder gets treated like expired relevance, a foreigner gets blamed for the anxieties of a nation. A person with different desires gets stripped of dignity just to protect someone else's fragile worldview. And all of it reveals the same rotten impulse, the need to feel superior by shrinking somebody else's humanity. That is not strength, that is spiritual weakness hiding in social costume.
Iron cracks when the truth hits hard, when the judge stands tall through every scar. Nationality, gender, age, desire, none of them erase the human fight.
Nous ne sommes pas les mensonges qu'ils projettent sur nos vies. We are more than their hatred, more than what they're blind to see.
Iron cracks and the old lies fall apart, but the damage runs deep when prejudice hardens the heart.
Je refuse leur regard qui coupe avant de comprendre. Je refuse leurs mots qui classent les êtres pour mieux les vendre au mépris. Aucun corps, aucune origine, aucun âge, aucune opinion ne devrait servir de prétexte à la négation. Voir l'humain entier demande du courage, pas seulement des yeux. Et trop de gens préfèrent juger vite plutôt que d'être juste un peu. Alors oui, le monde est dur et souvent il distribue ses verdicts avant même l'écoute. Il fabrique des frontières dans les esprits puis appelle cela vérité ou doute. Mais chaque fois qu'un être humain reste debout sous le poids des regards, chaque fois qu'il affirme sa dignité malgré l'insulte et l'écart, une fissure traverse le métal de ce vieux mensonge social. Iron cracks. Et dans cette fracture, on aperçoit enfin combien il est inhumain de traiter une âme comme un détail.
Je suis né avec un cœur trop vaste pour ce monde malade, trop tendre pour la cruauté, trop lucide pour la mascarade. J'ai vu des mains offrir des fleurs avec du poison dans les doigts, Des sourires sans chaleur, des regards qui jugent en silence et en froid. Dans un monde dur, mauvais, jaloux, violent, par réflexe et par choix. L'empathie ressemble parfois à une prière clouée sur du bois.
Yeah. Being deeply empathetic in a vicious world is a brutal assignment. You feel what others ignore, you carry what others create. You notice the pain behind laughter, the fear behind arrogance, the trauma behind aggression. And because you understand too much, you often excuse too much. That is the curse. A heart trained to feel mercy in a world trained to exploit softness. You walk through life like open skin in a storm of eyes. People call you sensitive, but what they really mean is inconvenient. Because your compassion exposes the emptiness, your patience exposes their manipulation. Your conscience exposes the appetite for cruelty. And still somehow you keep trying to love in a place that profits from emotional starvation. That is not weakness, that is surviving with your humanity intact while surrounded by spiritual corrosion.
We are flowers of thorns, still alive in the fire.
Torn by the cold, but we still reach higher.
Nous portons la douleur sans devenir la haine. We bleed in the dark but refuse their chains. Flowers of thorns,
Hearts bruised but aware,
built in a wasteland.
still choosing to care.
No mercy ain't blind and love ain't naive. It's war with the dark,
Still choosing to breathe. Let me tell you the truth, nobody says clearly. An empathetic person can become a graveyard for other people's dysfunction. A shelter for liars, a refuge for users, a mirror for broken souls that never plan to heal. Because evil does not always attack with violence. Sometimes it arrives as need, as charm, as victimhood, as familiar sadness that hooks into your compassion and drains your life one excuse at a time. And if you do not develop discernment, your kindness will become a corridor for sabotage. This world is cruel enough to make good people question whether goodness is value. That is the psychological violence of it. Not only harm, but harm so repetitive it tempts the heart to become what it hates. Still, your task is not to become colder than the world. Your task is to become clearer than it. To love without self-erasure, to care without self-betrayal, to remain human without becoming easy prey.
we are flowers of thorns, still alive in the fire.
Torn by the cold, but we
Still reach higher. Nous portons la douleur sans devenir la haine. We bleed in the dark but refuse their chains. Flowers of thorns,
hearts bruised but aware,
built in a wasteland.
still choosing to care.
No mercy ain't blind and love ain't naive. It's war with the dark, still choosing to breathe. Je ne veux plus sauver ceux qui aiment me voir tomber. Je ne veux plus confondre compassion et destinée à porter. Mon cœur n'est pas une tombe pour les mensonges des autres, ni un refuge éternel pour les âmes qui se vautrent. S'aimer assez pour poser des limites, c'est déjà résister. Garder sa lumière sans se laisser déchirer, c'est déjà exister.
Alors je marche encore avec mes fleurs et mes épines.
Je sais que le monde est cruel, jaloux, dur et parfois indigne.
Mais je refuse de laisser sa laideur redessiner mon âme.
Je refuse que la haine d'autrui devienne mon programme.
S'il faut vivre blessé mais lucide,
J'accepte cette voie
car rester sensible
dans un monde mauvais
est peut-être la forme la plus douloureuse du courage.
et la plus belle preuve de foi. Je connais la fatigue qui mange la voix avant le matin, le vide qui rend chaque pas lourd, chaque rêve incertain. Je connais l'usure, l'ennui, la peur qui noircit l'horizon, mais même dans la ruine, il reste un feu sans nom. Quelque chose survit sous les cendres, sous la douleur, sous le froid. Une volonté maigre, blessée, mais encore debout en moi.
There are days when purpose feels like a rumor, when your body is present but your spirit is somewhere underground, buried beneath bills, grief, setbacks, pressure, disappointment, and invisible wounds. You wake up tired, you move tired, you think tired, and the world keeps demanding performance from people who are barely holding themselves together. That is the cruelty of life, not just pain, but pain that still expects productivity, suffering that still expects a smile, despair that still expects discipline, and yet somewhere inside that broken rhythm there is still a fist around your will to continue. continue. Not because life is kind, not because the road is fair, but because something in you refuses to die quietly. Something in you would rather crawl toward meaning than kneel forever before emptiness.
When the night gets bitter, we still move through the fire. When the soul feels empty, we still drag hope higher.
Même fatigués, même brisés, nous portons encore la lumière.
Through the air, we still fight for something greater. Fist of power, heart of strength. Walking through loss, through dust, through pain. No crown, no comfort, no easy hour. Just brave, just will, just fist of power.
Let me tell you something real. Apathy is seductive. It whispers, why care, why try, why suffer twice? And after enough betrayal, enough failure, enough exhaustion, that voice starts sounding rational. You stop dreaming loud, you lower your standards, you shrink your vision just to survive another week. But survival is not the full assignment. You were not put here only to endure damage. You were not built only to manage decline. Growth is ugly sometimes, purpose is heavy, healing is inconvenient, and becoming requires energy that pain keeps trying to steal. But even a distressed mind can choose one honest step. Even a hopeless day can carry one clean decision. Even the crushed soul can still reject total surrender. That is where transformation starts. Not in perfect conditions, but in resistance. And saying,
I am exhausted, but I am not finished.
When the night gets bitter, we still move through the fire. When the soul feels empty, we still drag hope higher.
même fatigués, même brisés, nous portons encore la lumière.
Through the ache, we still fight for something greater. Fist of power, heart of strength. Walking through loss, through dust, through pain. No crown, no comfort, no easy hour.
Just brave, just will, just fist of power. Je n'attends plus que le monde devienne tendre. Je n'attends plus le repos pour apprendre à me défendre. S'il faut grandir en larmes, alors je grandirai ainsi. S'il faut chercher un sens dans la nuit, alors je parlerai à la nuit. Je prends ma peine dans mes mains comme une pierre et j'en fais un passage, pas un cimetière. La souffrance ne m'a pas tout pris. La détresse n'a pas effacé mon nom. Je suis encore là, avec mes blessures, mes ruines, mes raisons. Et tant qu'il reste un souffle, un regard, une volonté intérieure, je marcherai, non pas parce que la vie est douce, mais parce que céder au néant serait une défaite trop sûre. Alors j'avance, serrant contre moi ce dernier pouvoir, le poing de l'âme, le fist of power.
They smiled in your face, shook your hand, learned your weakness, studied your hunger, and called it friendship. That is how the world often moves. Not every embrace is safety. Not every compliment is respect. Not every helping hand wants to see you stand. Some people are attracted to your light only because they need somewhere to hide their shadows. And if you stay blind to intention, you will keep confusing access with loyalty. Wow, wow, listen closely. A lot of pain does not come from open enemies. It comes from disguised agendas, polished deception, rehearsed concern. It comes from people who clap for you in public but resent you in private. People who study your habits, your wounds, your loneliness, your ambitions. Not to protect them, but to position themselves around them. And the tragic part is this: many of us are not destroyed because we are weak. We are destroyed because we keep assigning pure meaning to impure behavior. We keep calling manipulation, misunderstanding. We keep calling envy, distance. We keep calling exploitation. Love, you cannot afford that kind of blindness in a world where motives wear costumes. Open your eyes. Discernment is not hatred. Distance is not cruelty. Boundaries are not betrayal. You do not owe your trust to everybody who knows your name. Read the pattern, not the performance. Study the fruit, not the speech. Because hidden motives have ruined more lives than visible opposition ever could. You need to understand something powerful. Real intentions always leak through repetition. A person can fake kindness for a moment, but they struggle to fake consistency. Sooner or later, the man slips in the pressure of inconvenience, jealousy, competition, or silence. Watch what people celebrate, watch what they ignore. Watch how they behave when you fail, and watch even closer how they behave when you rise. Some people do not love your healing because your healing removes their control. Some people do not support your growth because your growth exposes their stagnation. Some people only value you when you are confused, dependent, guilty, and easy to steer. That is why self-respect must become your flashlight. That is why observation must become your discipline. That is why wisdom must become stronger than your need to be light in your eyes.
Discernment is not hatred, distance is not cruelty, boundaries are not betrayal.
You do not owe your trust to everybody who knows your story. Read the pattern, not the performance. Study the fruit, not the speech.
Because hidden motives have ruined more lives than visible opposition ever could.
So let this be the lesson. Stop begging appearances to tell you the truth. Stop letting charm overrule character. Stop letting your fear of loneliness make you loyal to poison. You were not made to be endlessly accessible to confusion, deceit, and disguised resentment. See clearly, move wisely, protect your peace, and never again confuse someone's presence in your life with purity in their heart.
Je marche dans le silence où tombent les faux regards. Là où le doute veut me voler mon âme et mon départ. Je ne bois plus les mots sombres des cœurs remplis de venin, car la paix métaphysique exige de choisir son chemin.
Même dans le vide, même dans la nuit, je garde la lumière. Je refuse les voix négatives qui veulent salir ma prière. Metaphysical health is not some soft dream for broken minds. It is war against corrosion, confusion, contamination from the blind. It is the discipline of guarding your inner world from parasites in human form. Folks who normalize defeat celebrate dysfunction and call that being informed. No, you do not heal by entertaining poison. You do not grow by negotiating with doubt every morning. You do not become whole by treating denial like wisdom. Too many people are spiritually starving while performing confidence. Too many people are emotionally leaking while preaching endurance. And too many people keep letting bitter souls sit at the table of their self-worth. That is how the mind gets clouded. That is how the spirit gets heavy. That is how a destiny gets delayed by voices that never had vision. I need might, I need sight. Through the villain, through the spite, cut the doubt, cut the lie. Keep my inner fire bright. Nous voulons la paix, la clarté. Loin de mépris, loin de la nuit. No denial, no retreat. Let the soul stand on its feet. I need might, I need sight.
When the dark calls wrong things right,
Clean my circle, guard my life.
keep my spirit in the fight.
Let me say it plain, let me say it plain. Negative people do not always arrive as enemies. Sometimes they arrive as advisors, lovers, friends, relatives, familiar energies. They plan hesitation in your decisions, shaming your ambition, fearing your intuition. Then they call your spiritual resistance arrogance. But metaphysical health demands separation from what keeps your soul disfigured. Not everybody deserves access to your becoming. Not everybody is built to witness your restoration. Some people feed on doubt because certainty in you exposes the emptiness in them. So stop apologizing for discernment. Stop romanticizing wounded patterns. Stop calling chronic sabotage concern. Your mind is sacred ground. Your spirit is not a public shelter for projections and despair. If peace costs distance, pay it. If clarity costs loneliness, pay it. Because a life directed by self-doubt is still a life ruled by invisible chains. I need might, I need sight. Through the veiling, through the fight, cut the doubt, cut the lie. Keep my hand up, fire bright. Nous voulons la paix, la clarté. Loin du mépris, loin de la nuit. No denial, no retreat. Let the soul stand on its feet.
I need might, I need sight. When the dark calls wrong things right. Clean my circle, guard my life. Keep my spirit in the fight. Je laisse au vent les voix qui doutent, les âmes qui blessent sans raison. Je garde en moi la force lucide, la foi plus vaste que leur prison. S'il faut marcher seul pour rester entière, alors je marcherai droite, car voir clair dans un monde malade, c'est déjà retrouver sa lumière. Might inside.
Voilà ma réponse à la nuit. Voilà ma réponse à la nuit.